Back after looting the Harvester's little garage setup, got plenty of good stuff. Not just guns to sell for useless money either. But it was pretty boring, so skipped it. So we can get right to the action with a long loading screen. But when we last left off, we were tasked by Tong to save his son in return for help on finding the place they got one of our scientists' bodies from, which hopefully will lead us to the other scientists' bodies, which will hopefully still be alive when we find them. But anyway, we're basically friendlies with the Harvesters now, so they won't shoot us on sight like they would be normally. And in the meantime, we have to head towards that sewer place that we took out those terrorists at, to get to the place where Tong's son is at. Interesting thing about this little part of the main quest is it's not generally supposed to be encountered in this fashion, because this diversion was actually part of a DLC pack in the original game, since this is the director's cut, where it'd just be an extra little add-on. So, like, I've actually never played the main game without this edition, so it's weird to me to think about why Tong would just give you the information without you going to save his son, because you wouldn't have had the mission to go do it unless you had that DLC installed. But I don't know. Anyway, it's been made, like, not pretty much mandatory. It's been integrated into the main plot, as it should be here on the director's cut. And it's not the only DLC pack to get that essential treatment at long last. But we're getting a little ahead of ourselves there. So just keep in mind that if you're playing the vanilla version of the original Deus Ex, you probably would not have gotten this assignment while you were playing. Which I'd be very interested to see how that goes, because again, I've never played this through this part without that DLC installed, so I have no idea how or why he'd agree to help you without doing this for him, but whatever. It's pretty cool that it's, you know, integrated in where it belongs again at last. I don't think we should be able to go into the hive because there's A, nothing in there, B, bell towers closed it down, and C, I think going in there might cause a horrible time-traveling bug to occur, similar to what happened when we went to the Detroit police station and time-traveled back in time after dealing with the bomb threat dude. I don't know if you remember what I'm talking about in terms of what I'm talking about, but I just don't want to risk it because I'm afraid it might bug out the game a little bit.
You want to try that again in English, Sergeant?
Try my candy bar real quick. Fucking bell tower. Okay, almost there. Whee! I love doing that. Even when it lands me in poop water. Huh, I think this was where those guys were set up earlier, too. Okay. Time to start the mission to save Tong's son. Nice custom loading screen there. So yeah, normally this little area we're gonna go in isn't accessible as the normal part of the game. It's only accessible as part of this little mission. Because again, wasn't originally part of the game. It was
You
integrated
one of
with
Tom's
DLC.
boys?
No. I just like hanging out in the sewers because they smell better than what I eat for breakfast. Any other stupid questions?
I like this guy.
Not yet. But if I come up with one, I'll be sure to ask. Where's the kid?
We thought he was in the upper city, holed up nice and tight inside the bell tower compound. But as it turned out, the fox got nervous. Didn't like the look of Tong's flex stick, so they moved his son someplace safer.
What could be safer than inside Bell Tower headquarters?
You're about to find out, migrant. They're holding him just around that corner in the basement of an old noodle factory. Won't be easy getting him out either, because the men guarding him aren't your typical Bell Tower police. These are warriors, specially trained, heavily augmented.
I have a feeling I may have met them before. If that's the case, you got an escape plan?
You are the escape plan, my friend. Didn't Tong tell you? If Bell Tower finds out anyone else is involved, things are going to get very ugly in Lower Hengsha.
So Tong's willing to risk his kid's life on one man's abilities?
Not necessarily. When you get to Tong's son, give him this. He'll know what to do with it. Now get going. Wouldn't want you to miss your next ride.
To be fair, I am very capable. So yeah, normally these automatic unlocker devices aren't part of the game. They're like a DLC bonus set. And the DLC that gives you these automatic unlocky things also gives you this mission. Which is kinda humorously why they're granted to you right there as soon as you start. But anyway, let's sneak through this noxious cloud of fart gas. This probably saves us some time, and going through a lot of other dudes we would normally have to sneak around.
Access granted.
This guy looks like he's chilling out. Hey buddy. How you night? It's for the shotgun. Booze. More booze. Air vents. Now these are my style. You can always trust the nice, reliable air vent. We've met these guys before at the Picus Security. Not security. Picus TV. These were the guys who jumped us. Oh, Bell Tower. You guys are such assholes. At least based on everything we've seen so far. And to think Pritchard wanted to hire them instead of me. Okay, we could break through this wall, but there's a guy on the other side of it, and breaking through the wall would automatically kill him, because Jensen would break through the wall and snap his neck like a douchebag. It's pretty cool to see, but we're trying to be non-lethal, remember? So we're kind of fucked. Guess there's no reason to come down here. Lame. Gotta find another way around. Lame. Oh, come on. Oh, this is better. Okay, more air vents. Now I know I'm on the right track.
Come on, Father. How long is it going to take to break me out of here?
Hello, Tong
Bored
Jr.
almost to tears.
T-Tong. It's almost unfair. Can't believe that got us a hostel. At least now we can break through that wall without killing him.
Access grant.
Turning off all of the things. And open his cell door. Wonder if he's gonna notice that. Ooh, nice. Hey, Tong Jr. Nice to meet ya. Getting your shit.
You Tong's kid.
So my mother keeps telling me.
Nice outfit.
But you are neither bell tower nor Chinese. Am I to assume my honored father is covering his back by sending you in to spring me instead of his harvesters?
Wise assumption. Let's get out of here.
I don't think so. Last time I checked, Bell Tower had a lot of firepower out there. You may have been able to slip past them with ease, but I'm thinking it's safer in here. No offense, American.
None taken. I wasn't crazy about the odds myself, but when I questioned it, I was told to give you this.
Well, well. Way to go, Father. This changes everything. Assuming they reassembled it correctly. You ready to go?
Tell me something first. How the hell was Bell Tower able to nab you?
Whatever do you mean?
Come on, kid. I may not be 100% up on the triads, but I'm betting your dad's not far from becoming a dragon head.
Ha.
I find it highly unlikely that the local authorities could just waltz in and take off with his son.
Under normal circumstances, you would be right. But in this case, I'm the one who waltzed over to them.
You volunteered to be kidnapped? Why?
Let's just say, my father and I do not share the same love of augmentations. I find them dangerous and not something our family should be putting so much trust in. But father expects me to... how do you say it? Follow in his footprints? So a change of scenery is required.
I'm not following you.
Tong Si-hung would never willingly allow his only son to leave his side. I needed a way to convince him that I had to leave Hengsha immediately.
So you orchestrated the kidnapping. You're playing with fire, kid. By pitting the triads against Bell Tower, you've put the entire population of Lower Hengsha at risk.
That may be true. But you are here to rescue me, aren't you? So my plan seems to be working this far.
Right. And sometimes the more power you think you have, the more quickly it slips from your grasp.
I will try to remember that, American. Are you ready to go now?
Yep.
I'd feel a lot
What you
more
got
confident about things if I knew what the device was and exactly what you intend to do with it.
You mean they didn't tell you? Not surprising, I suppose, given how much father enjoys his little secrets. I assume you've noticed how his harvesters like to repurpose existing technology?
If you mean steal it from other people and sell it to new customers, then yeah, I noticed.
Not necessarily a practice I approve of, but not everything gets resold. Sometimes it is taken apart and reassembled into something more useful. A handheld version, for instance, that doesn't need to be implanted in the human body to work.
You're still not telling me what that thing is.
Easier if I just show you. So, shall we leave?
Yeah, but stick close. Your father and I have some unfinished business to take care of, and it all goes to shit if I don't get you back to him in one piece.
Don't worry about that. I'll make sure Father sticks to his promise. Maybe even get him to throw in a little extra. But as grateful as I am for your assistance, from here on in, it's every man for himself. See you later.
Ha, jackass. Okay, so there was a lot of callbacks, call forwards in that conversation. This kid, he likes to think he's so smart, and yet he didn't really think his plan through 100%. Well, these things worked out in the long run. He's gonna keep that little catchphrase we told him in mind, though. Let's get out of here, then we can muse a little bit more on what we just had to deal with. Aha. Yeah, wasn't so painful. Well, first things first. I got a milkshake. Corporate sponsorship. Fucking default milkshake isn't vanilla, my ass. But, more prudently, well, if you are familiar with the original Deus Ex, that was probably a really fun little extra snippet for you to have enjoyed. But I'm not gonna out and out spell it out, at least just yet, because there's one more sneaky little reference they're gonna squeeze in by the end of this. And I want to let you have a chance to piece it all together yourself
Shouldn't be here. Get moving.
before I spell it out and out for you. Even though I have been dropping kind of a lot of hints so far. Not that any of them would make sense if you aren't familiar with the original Deus Ex, so it's kind of all for naught, but whatever.
Thank you. Here. Fortune and glory to you.
Okay, let's get the full story here before we end the video. Gotta go through like 2 more loading screens before we can do that, though. At least I got my milkshake. Okay. Let's get our little debriefing with Mr. Tong. Oh, damn it. And let's see if we can get a straight answer out of him this time. Yeah. First, let's get drunk. Always helps to have a little bit of liquid courage before talking to the boss. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You have talent, Jensen. You ever need a job, you tell me. I'll hook you up.
I take it the kid made it back in one piece?
He says I owe you a weapon. I always repay my debts. With interest.
That's one debt paid. Now tell me what you know.
Bell Tower keeps 2 ships in port. They think nobody notices, but I keep an eye. Every couple of days, one of them loads up in the middle of the night and sails out.
Heading where?
A wise man doesn't ask. I just know the Heizen Su pulls out tonight. And where she make port, I bet you find your scientists.
That's a whole lot of maybe, Tom.
True. But maybe you lucky more times than I can count.
Bell Tower runs tight security. How do you expect me to get on their ship?
One of my boys will leave a package inside a locker for you in an equipment shed. You find it, we talk, and I tell you what to do next.
I'll be waiting with bated breath, I'm sure.
Okay. So... Oh, fuck. Maybe I should have gotten that upgrade. Wow. It'd be really inconvenient if that glitched out on me again during an inconvenient moment. But, it's already too late to go back to a limb clinic. So yeah, one last little minor sneaking mission through the docks to get on a ship that will smuggle us to where we need to go. Shouldn't be too painful. We have been kind of breezing through stealth lately, thanks to our little invisible cloak. But you never know. They could throw a loop at us. Throw us for a loop near the end here. The final stretch. Our last little glimpse of China.
Tell me something, Lao Wai. Why is it that everyone with Augs got hit by that glitch? Not all augments are made by the same company. They don't all use the same chips.
You've got a point there, Mr. Hat. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the cover. Ooh, I ditched my awesome jacket, so it seems like things are about to get serious. Wow, pretty vista. So it looks like that's where we're gonna be sneaking in. Sneaking through the docks. Get your last little taste of China, guys, because we're not going to be coming back anytime soon. Let's head through there next time.